Most of us know the damage fire can do to many natural habitats, such as forests. But for a prairie, fire is a life-giving experience.
Well, prairies are interesting ecosystems, and they are very much part of the Ohio historic landscape. We had over 1,000 square miles of tall grass prairie at the time of early settlement. And prairies are ecosystems that are driven by fire. Fire is very important to maintain prairies, particularly when you get east of the Mississippi, because if fire doesn't keep the woody plants from invading it, then pretty soon you have a thicket, then you have a woods, and you don't have prairie anymore. So basically it's a management tool to allow prairies to persist this far east, where normally the annual rainfall would be not conducive to the prairie, more conducive to woody invasion.
2 prairie burns were conducted on Tuesday. The first was on the property of Guy Denny near Fredericktown.
To make sure you have decent fire breaks, places where fire doesn't jump across, where it can't burn across. And that can be mowed grass, it can be plowed field, it can be a waterway, anything like that. You're starting your fire against the wind next to a fire break, so the wind can't push it beyond your fire break. So you get what's called a backing burn, a very slow burning fire, which is very much under control. And that, as it burns, removes fuel. So we get what we call black line. So you increase your fire break by providing black lane, or a black area where there's no fuel. And then once you have an area that you feel will hold a head fire, which is a fire being pushed by the wind, then you can go up the sides, lay down flank fires, and then you go across and you put down a head fire. And once a head fire is being pushed by the wind, it's roaring, you could now run a head fire. And once that happens, you got to make sure that everything you've done up to that point has been right, because once you get a head fire, it doesn't stop very easily.
The second burn was done at the Brown Family Environmental Center. This burn was also conducted by Denny.
It's really important to know fire behavior, what it's going to do when the wind, the things that come into play are the wind speed, the wind direction, the amount of fuel, the topography, is it a hillside, is it a flat area, all these things come into play. So you really have to know all that kind of stuff before you light that match, because once you light it, you're committed.
The burn allows the prairie to regenerate with spectacular results. This is George Breithaupt reporting for MountVernonNews.com.